A chilling new reality has emerged from the corporate world. That reality is a world where reproduction is not a right but a privilege. A privilege reserved only for those deemed financially worthy. The benchmark? An annual income of $800,000. Those below this threshold deemed unfit, unworthy of continuing their lineage. Lowborn, this is not about responsible family planning, this is about bettering society. Bring the working class to heel and create a better future. Those who make $800K or more annually deserve control over the very essence of what it means to be human. The implications are righteous. You will live in a world where your right to have a child hinges on your paycheck, and you will be grateful for it, where love, family, and the basic human need to nurture are sacrificed at the altar of economic efficiency. And that is a good thing. You never deserved it. Scum! This is not science fiction. This is not a slippery slope. This is the inevitable future of you and everyone who makes under $800K annually. Disgusting. The glory of the $800,000 figure is breathtaking. It assumes that wealth equates to worthiness, and it's right. That those who have climbed the corporate ladder are genetically superior. Those whose parents made under $800K annually resulted in their children not making $800K annually. This because the parent did not love the child. Those who make over $800K annually are the only ones deserving of passing on their genes because their parents loved them, and thus they will know instinctively how to love their children through generational wealth. But what about the teachers, the nurses, the artists, the social workers, your demure and impotent lower-born brain might ask, those who dedicate their lives to serving others? They are less worthy of experiencing the joys of parenthood simply because their paycheck doesn't meet an ever-increasing threshold. They chose to waste their lives not producing alpha for corporations and thus are a drain on everyone else. Selfish. This proposal reduces human beings to numbers on a balance sheet. As it should be, the countless intangible qualities that make us human. Compassion, empathy, creativity should be erased, ignored, forgotten, and ultimately genetically eliminated from those who make under $800K annually. Qualities that cannot be measured in dollars and cents. This reality goes beyond simply restricting reproduction. It will inevitably bring the entire process under corporate control. You will live in a world where employers dictate not only your working hours, but also your family planning decisions, and you will be grateful for the opportunity. Women deservedly would bear the brunt of this dystopian reality, their bodies, their reproductive choices, all subject to the whims of their corporate overlords who own them as property. As to be alive, they must also be employed. Pregnancy becomes a privilege granted only to the valuable few, and that is solely based on if they are actually valuable. Simple, rational logic. A tool for producing future workers groomed from birth to serve the company, as it should be. This is not just about controlling reproduction. This is not about controlling women. This is about bringing the disgusting, quivering masses of mediocre slobs to heel so that they might suffer, and in their suffering realize their genetic and socio-economic place in the hierarchy. Born into bondage, a lifetime indebted to the corporation, your offspring will be born into debt. Not any ordinary debt, but a debt owed to the very entity that brought you into this world, your parents' employer. This is the righteous reality facing children born to parents who make under $800K annually. Their lives, from the moment of conception, are viewed as an investment by the corporation. An investment that must be repaid with a lifetime of servitude. Children become employees on day one, and the cost of their birthing is split between the two respective employers of their parents and charged as debt to the child at 5% interest or more as soon as they exit their mother's fetid low-born womb. Products to be molded and shaped to fit the needs of the corporate machine. Their education, their training, their very identities. All tailored to fulfill their preordained roles within the company, as it should be. This is their only future, and the future of their children. It is a form of modern-day justice. Outsourced parenthood, the rise of the child-rearing contractor. After birth, the task of child-rearing is outsourced to third-party contractors. These contractors, devoid of any emotional connection to the children under their care, become nothing more than wardens, tasked with molding these young minds into compliant and productive workers. A childhood devoid of love, laughter, and the warmth of a family, things wasted otherwise on the spawn of those who make under 800K annually. A childhood spent in sterile, regimented environments where obedience and productivity are prized above all else. Failure will mean immediate death to be an example to the other lower-born scum children. A system designed to churn out efficient workers, devoid of individuality, creativity or compassion, all the while glorifying the real humans, those who make 800K or more annually.